Okay, this is the velocity skills. I'm gonna play through each of the scales. So starting with A minor, we have nothing in our key signature. So no sharps, all naturals. That means we're gonna start on our G string. We're still gonna play a high 2 because that's a B natural. When we cross over our D string, we're gonna play a low 2 for an F natural. Also, it would be good practice instead of playing the open A at the top of the A minor scale to try your fourth finger on D, so you just get used to that finger pattern. Now I'm going to jump to D minor. So D minor has one flat in it. That's our B flat. That also means no sharps, so all F natural, C natural. So on the D string, we're going to play a low 2 for F natural. When we cross over to A, we're going to play low 1 for B flat, low 2 for a C natural. The next scale is G major. So high 2 on the G string, high 2 for F sharp on the D string. And then E minor, the same key signature as G major because it's the relative minor. So we still have that F natural, so we're going to play high 2 up on the tape on the D string. But when we cross over to the A string, we're going to play a low 2. For these rhythms right now, I have the metronome set at 84. Rhythm 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rhythm 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rhythm 3, make sure on beat 1 we have a rest, so wait until beat 2 to come in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Rhythm 4, you rest for 2 beats, play, and then you rest for another 2 beats, so just count very carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 1. And then the last rhythm, rhythm 5, you also have to watch the bowing. On each of the rests, you have to lift your bow, so you restart with a down bow. So the bowing would be lift, lift, and then one more time just for the counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. For the next part of this, we're working on a bowing with a slur using your fourth finger. So on the D string, we're going to play up to the A. For the A, use your fourth finger and you will slur the A to the G in one bow. Also be careful, we have an F natural, so it's a low 2. The next measure is for finger patterns. So from measure 29 up through 34. The first 3 measures are on the D string, and we're practicing switching between F natural and F sharp. So low 2 and high 2. We have a sharp in our key signature. So automatically in measure 29, we're going to play F sharp. so a high 2. In measure 30, you can see there's an accidental in front of the first F, so it's now an F natural, a low 2, and that carries all the way through the end of the measure, so the other F in that measure is still F natural. In measure 31, we start with an F natural, and then it changes to an F sharp. We follow these same patterns in the next 3 measures. According to our key signature, we only have F sharp, so in this measure 32, this is actually going to be a C natural, a low 2, because it's not marked with a sharp. In measure 33, the first C has a sharp in front of it, so we'll play a high 2, and that carries through the end of the measure to the other C sharp. And then in measure 34, the first C does not have an accidental in front of it, so that means by default, according to our key signature, it's a C natural, a low 2, and then we're followed by a C sharp. I have a weird page turn, so sorry if I stop for a second. Starting in measure 29. F sharp, F natural, and now for the notes on the A string, C natural, C sharp, natural, C sharp. In this next section, we're practicing our dynamic, starting with piano. In measure 37, we have a crescendo all the way up to forte, and then immediately we have a piano. So when we start in measure 35, we want to make sure we're in the middle of our bow, small bows, lightweight, and we want to set our bow close to our fingerboard so that we get a nice, soft piano. In measure 37, as I'm playing those quarter notes, I'm going to pull more bow, add more weight, and move closer to my bridge. In measure 38, that first note is forte, and then I immediately have to start using smaller bows with less weight for piano. So, starting in measure 35, 1, 2, 3, 4. The next section is divisi. Divisi means to divide, so that means the person sitting on the outside of the stand plays the top note, the person sitting on the inside of the stand plays the bottom note. So I'm going to play the top notes for my outside players first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bottom notes. And then this entire last section is non-divisi, which means don't divide, which means play both notes together at the same time. So the first 3 measures here just set you up for playing non-divisi. We're going to play open D and open A. You have to make sure your bow is balanced correctly on both strings so you hear them evenly. If you feel like you hear the D more than the A, then make sure you drop that bow arm a little bit to come over to the A string just a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next 2 measures, practice adding notes on the A string while you're playing the open D. And then the next 2 measures, practice adding notes on the open D while you're playing open A. This is why your posture is so important. I still have so many of you that are playing with your wrists bent close to the instrument. Your first finger, rather than being set near the first tape, is slid back and it's collapsing your hand. This hand shape will not let you round your fingers over the A string to play on D. So check your posture, make sure that thumb is resting by the first finger tape, but your thumb should be rounded and open. If your wrist is straight, you should be able to curve and set your fingertips on the A without bumping the D string. start practicing setting 3 fingers on our G, our note C, to play with our open D. And then we cross over and are playing D and A while we're just changing notes with the rhythms. So the whole 9 divide section from measure 42 to the end is